Hi everyone, this is April with Flowers from the Foss family. We garden in zone 4A, and this evening I'm going to do a front yard tour. Seems like every day there's something new popping up and I just want to catch it, and it's been a week, so hopefully I'll get this up really quick, so it'll be almost exactly a week since the last one. So I hope you enjoy. So as I mentioned before, I was taking a garden tour, but that video was from last night, and I don't remember what happened, but I just couldn't do it at that time, and so I did it early this morning. And here are beautiful pink lilies. I absolutely love these lilies. I was told that color is hard to find. And I'm kind of just spanning to look at the garden, and as you can tell, this is a voiceover. I find it's been a little bit easier for me to do it this way. That is our incredible hydrangea, and then just looking down this side of the loop, you'll see many things that I will get a close-up on some of it. This had no blooms last year. This is a weed right there, and then those are two more incredible hydrangeas. These are some echinacea. Those two little ones I started by seed, and so those will grow into that big huge plant, I hope. This is a Limelight Prime hydrangea. It's just starting to bud up. I feel like maybe it's a little bit later than last year. So here I am behind the hydrangeas here, and that is a peach I think it's a Dalmatian peach foxglove, and I'm showing you an up close of these so cute, incredible hydrangeas. I love how white they get and huge. They're absolutely just ginormous. They're bigger than my hand. And then they got a bunch of like little new ones coming, so it's just full of pretty blooms and buds, and it's just gorgeous. And then there's one right next to it right there, and that one is the biggest one, I believe, probably the biggest one. We have 5 of these, so 4 are in the front and then 1 is in the back. And I've said it before, when we first got these, they were sticks. These are lilies, the yellow ones. They're just blooming, and now some of them are past, and the show will be over. This is a Dalmatian peach foxglove. I love that color. I wish it was really, really tall. Maybe it will get taller. I don't know. We'll see. That's the 9 bark in the back. Love the color of that. So I think I've said before too, our goal of this hill right here is to have like kind of a fence looking. I mean, eventually it'd be nice to have a real fence, but just kind of like so people can't see up on this hill. I love those chairs too. Those are from our neighbor. That's our house. I like giving you kind of like a feel for what the garden is and how it's laid out. I know it can be kind of hard when you're looking at a video, like where things are, and I always like to know like what people's full garden looks like instead of just every little plant. This is another view from the other side, so I was behind the hydrangeas there. That's a penstemon. I love the seed heads on that, and I put that in bouquets too. I love the color. A Russian sage, and a close-up of the 9 bark. The 9 bark has really grown a lot this year. Just that red and orangish color. Down here we have dahlias, and hopefully they bloom. I mean, they're really short and small compared to last year. And then I'm going to step through the garden. It's pretty full everywhere, so I just found a little spot to step through, and I'm going to turn around and get you a look from the other side. So these are lupin down here, and they all are past except for this one came out of nowhere. So that's cute. And then our autumn joy sedum. That will be pink when it starts blooming. And then our dianthus, and I don't know what the heck is wrong. Maybe it needs more sun. I don't know. There's lots of foliage, but no blooms really. This is a daisy right there. It's supposed to be pink. Another dahlia. There's another view of the peach foxglove. A close-up of the lilies, and then there's the peach foxglove hiding behind that. Marigolds in front. They're really close together, but that's okay. Another foxglove hiding in there with the lilies. I thought they were going to get taller and maybe they will keep growing, but they're pretty short. A spent allium. And a front view of the penstemon. It's a midnight masquerade penstemon. That's a Russian sage. I'm not sure which one it is. And then down here we have sage that Matt put in last night, I think, that we were growing in the house, and that's grass. Can't wait to see what that looks like. Ornamental grass is called pampas, I think that's how you say it. I have no idea how you say it. So this sedum Matt cut off from the one that we have. It's not the autumn joy, it's a different one, but he cut it off and took the bottom leaves out and stuck it in the ground. And that little stem will produce a cute little plant. It's one of the easiest things to do. This is a hydrangea. I believe, oh gosh, I think this is the quick fire fab. I don't even remember now. We have several different ones, and some of them look a lot alike. This is a liliaceous that's getting buds, and it's going to bloom. This is my first time ever seeing this, so I don't know what it's going to do or what it's going to look like or anything. I know what they look like, but I don't know, what the buds look like or anything. And now I'm showing you this view. So there's stock, which is an annual, and there's phlox, which is perennial, and dianthus, that one is fire witch. So these are stock, and they're so pretty. I love the pink with the kind of grayish bluish foliage, and they just keep growing taller instead of like a little round ball, but they're just a really pretty color, and they do smell nice as well. This is an Alfredo viburnum, and I absolutely love the red veining on it and the red stems, and then it'll get a really, really pretty color in the fall. This is a Limelight Prime hydrangea as well. That was brand new last year. It's just growing, no buds or anything. There's cosmos in this little spot. Well, there's cosmos all the way down the hill, but you can see them better in this video. These are phlox, and they're both called flame, even though they don't look alike, so maybe it was mislabeled. That's a hydrangea too. I think that's a quick fire fab. Some pathetic looking poppies in there, and then a view to look down in the loop. So we like sitting there later in the afternoon because it gets shade there by the lilac tree that needs to be trimmed. This is a honeysuckle that Matt, it was humongous. It reached our windows, and then he took it all the way down, and it has some fresh growth on it. Our bloom struck hydrangea. It has no buds on it that I can see. I'm surprised it made it through because it didn't look like it. Thyme, Matt took out some cement right there and put creeping thyme. A cosmo, there's a purple fountain grass and chocolate mint. And so this is that was like a newer spot, and so he's gonna bump it out a little bit, till it out, and then go down the sidewalk here and do like a little shape, because eventually we would like a lot of it into a garden, and then just have like a secret little pathway. And then right there in between the two fences, we're gonna put, I think we're gonna put creeping thyme right there. More of a carpet. It's different looking than the one we have down the sidewalk. That is our silver mound that was growing in front of the deck, and it was cute at first, and then it got huge and just like was not cute. So we put it right there, and if it doesn't survive, that's okay. I don't really like it. Those are 2 foxgloves. There's nasturtium right there, and alyssum. I like how alyssum is growing, how it's growing right there. Some places it looks just weird, how the growth habit, but it's doing a good job there. This is the creeping thyme all the way down the sidewalk, and Matt wants it to be completely filled with thyme, but I kind of like the little open spots of the sidewalk and such. So I stopped recording there for a second to get down and show you how it just looks. The flowers on the creeping thyme, they're almost done. There's still quite a bit of bee action down there though. The marigolds are so cute. There's alyssum. There's little tiny baby alyssum on the front by the salvia here, and they are growing, but I wish they were, big and bushy. There's lots of weeds right there that we have to get at. There's so many weeds, and it's a lot of work, and it's really hot today, so I won't be doing that. This is our featherweed grass. Love that. I really love the path. I love the whole thing. I love everything. That's the alyssum that I was talking about. And then I'm just going to kind of turn and excuse my shadow because it's going to be a problem here and there throughout this video. So this is a dahlia that we put in a basket, and I'll get a close-up of one of the flowers for you. Almost every single dahlia that we started by seed are yellow. This is probably the best looking yellow one that I have. There's also alyssum tucked in there that's not doing well. Some scabiosa, bachelor buttons that look like they might be almost done, but that has been flowering and flowering and flowering. So cute. So back there is a coleus, and that is an annual, but I really wanted that different color in there. It's such a pretty red velvety color. Those are Ringo All-Star Rose and zinnias and basil, and I will walk through the garden to get you a better look at everything. That's an incredible blush hydrangea back there that was way bigger last year, but the winter just broke a bunch of branches and stuff. I love that white foxglove. That was unexpected. Our marigolds and nasturtium. You see the queen of the prairie back there, which is so pretty. It's so pretty and full of bees. Lots of bees on that back there. This is a salvia, and it needs to be cut back, and they'll rebloom a little bit, I guess. That's what I heard. But the flowers are spent, and they're just all going to seed now. Some basil and annual, some kind of daisy, that pink thing. There's jewels of opar, which are also annuals, and sage are annual. We liked to make little sage bundles last year. This is Astrantia. I was calling it Astronina, which is wrong, so now I think it's Astrantia. Okay, if you know what it is, let me know. Then the poppy back there, I don't know what happened to it, but we bought that, and it's a perennial. Those are the poppy seed heads that I absolutely love, and these are the poppies that we grew in the house, and some of them are from the poppy that we had last year that just spread its seed all over the place. And this one is probably the most perfect. Well, I see kind of bad leaves on there, but it's so cute. That color, that's my favorite color probably. And just the look of the silver blue greenish of the seed heads, I just love that look. So they're staying in, and they will drop seed, and I'll collect some of them. I think it was this one I was talking about. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. The color, everything about it, I just adore. There's one ready to pop. There's some feverfew, and this is a tidbit. Is it quickfire tidbit? Some kind of tidbit, and it doesn't have blooms on it yet, and it's like the last one to get blooms on it. These are white snapdragons, and as I was crouching down here, I noticed that there's lots of worms on here, so we're going to have to do something about it because it will just ruin those. There's the Autumn Joy sedum that Matt stuck one little stem in there, and it grew into that so far. This is an incredible blush hydrangea, and I think we have 4 of those maybe. I love them, that color, love. And back there's a bloom-struck hydrangea that also had a hard winter and only has 1 or 2 blooms on it. And so then I'm going to kind of show you the lilies again because they're so pretty. The color on these, like, look at how beautiful they are. I cannot get over it. Behind the lilies, we have Liliatra spicata. And then here are our chairs right there. We go over here and I'm showing you all the breadseed poppies that I love, and then I'm going to stand on these little discs, and this is our little pathway through the other side. And as I'm walking around, I just dropped November off, and so I have they're not high heel, I mean they're wedges, but they're the most comfortable shoes I have. And so I like to wear them, but they're a little bit wobbly on the hill when I was trying to walk around. There's some Shasta Daisies back there, and these are all phlox, and they're not blooming yet, but they have buds, so I feel like maybe those are a little bit behind as well. And right there is an Invincible Spirit 2 hydrangea and some hyssop, and I'll show you that up close in a minute. Right now I'm like inside the garden, and I'm going to kind of get through this little area and step on that rock, and then kind of go through little spots that I stand in when I walk through it. I try not to walk through there too often, but as you can tell, because there's weeds everywhere back here, but you cannot see it if you're like looking at the garden. You can see it when you're in the garden. So this is our Spice Girl viburnum that we thought was dead. So we have the Spice Girl and we have the Baby Spice, and both of them we thought didn't make it, but that one is actually growing really good. So it had like nothing on it. Those are the poppies, and that's where I was earlier. I'm kind of getting a feel, showing you where the garden, how it's set up. This is another featherweed grass, and this one is big and tall, and I just love the look of those. I think I'm going to line like the whole hill with them maybe, or have them in separate sections, especially the backyard. We're going to do that in some spots. This is lamium down there, and so this might make you a little bit dizzy, so I'm trying to walk in here. I'm showing you this poppy that we bought, and so the first bloom, which is way up on top, looked horrible, and the one on the bottom looks bad too. I don't know what happened. Some heuchera that are blooming that are so cute, and this is that lilac that I just don't like it. I just want it to be done. Our cosmos that just self-seeded all over, and this is a poppy that I'm trying to show you here, trying not to step on anything. So this poppy, it's all wet, and so you can't really tell how cute it is, but it's super cute. That is from the same poppy head seed that I collected, and they're all from the same one. They're all from the same poppy, and they're all like different colors. It's so cool. Okay, these are foxgloves, and you can see that some of them are way on their way out, and some of them are just starting, and some of them are really pretty. That's a foxglove. There's columbine right there that never bloomed at all. I don't know why. This is right down there is a delphinium that looks like it might be okay for next year. This is an up close of the, well, I guess it's not that good of a picture. This spot is one of my favorites. That's millet right there. There's phlox right there, and this is the incredible blush hydrangea that is blooming, so it's so cute, but last year it just looked a little bit better. There's a white foxglove that I love. Our rhododendron tucked in back here has all new foliage on it. There's a liliatris all back in here too. There's some basil and zinnias and more zinnias. I wish they were bigger. I don't know. I can't remember which one those were now. But I like when they're as big as your hand. I hope this isn't making you dizzy. I feel like it's making me a little bit dizzy looking at it. Some basil. The basil smells so good, and last night I used it on one of my meals I made. This is the Ringo All-Star. Look at the colors on those. So it blooms all summer. It has this really pretty first flush, and there's so many, and then it blooms here and there throughout the summer. Some pink zinnias, so cute, and the echinacea, that's the Caramia echinacea. There's the sidewalk. Some more zinnias in there, a peony, that's done. So these gladiolas are going to be huge. Okay, this is the Caramia echinacea, and they will get big pom-pom heads on them, and then the petals will like droop down. And there's so many buds on this. It's going to be so cute. I can't believe how big it's getting. And another span, so I was walking through there. That's where I'm coming from. Sorry, it's moving a little fast here. These are the gladiolas. They're going to be interesting. I don't know the growth habit of those either, so that's going to be fun for me to see how those grow and bloom, and if they're going to be okay. I heard that you need to maybe stake them, but I just packed them all together, which you can also do, I heard. So these are the poppies that I think I'm gonna show you. Am I gonna show you? Can't remember. Like I said, this is a voiceover. The black-eyed Susans, Rebecca is another name. And up close, I just love the look of those. Just love that. Like, that's such a cute picture. That's just those cute poppy heads. They're just so cute. Next to the feverfew, really cute next to white. There's this red snapdragon that's practically done. Some lupin seeds that I'm just going to let be, and then I'll spread them probably when they're ready to be spread about. And I walked all the way through to the other side here, and this is the Invincible Spirit 2 hydrangea, and it's such a bright pink color, and they're really cute. And they're smaller heads. It might be because it gets more shade, but there's a lot on there, and it's super cute. Another really pretty view. The hyssop is the tallest thing that we have in the garden. It's so tall, and full of bees. Lots of bee action on here. The hydrangeas, everything is really wet because we've been getting a lot of rain, which is good because we don't need to water as much then, because we can, spend quite a lot of money on water. Another little close-up of the hyssop with the there's bees all over it. They're just everywhere. They love the hyssop. And the color of that is so cute too. Spanning down, you see there's quite a bit of things growing in here. Alyssum, there are jewels of opal, there's Liliatris spicata, there's baby phlox growing in there. The Astrantia is right there. It's supposed to be white. It's just growing leaves right now, getting established. That is a perennial. The chives were cut back. Here's another lupin that just started popping out. Fatal Attraction Echinacea is going to start, it has buds, so it's going to start blooming. You can see that they're getting their petals. There's wormwood back there with, I think it's called mallow, some kind of mallow. The lamb's ear we cut back, And there's lots of little things growing in here as well, scabiosa and dianthus. There's another foxglove and some millet that is starting to grow, spent alliums, a basil. I love the purple on that basil. And there's that red poppy back there. Just one single red poppy. Actually, that's the second bloom on the plant, and I think that was it, because you can see the seed head next to it. So this hydrangea is the Quickfire Fab, and it has buds on it. And that was very pretty, like one of the prettiest ones last year, but again, it had a hard winter. There are dahlias in here, and that was supposed to be big. That's why I left a big space for it, and it's just not doing anything. A Sunday gold celosia. There's iris foliage all over. That's a dark sedum. I love the color on that. And that's the other incredible hydrangea with the white, and that had no blooms last year or the year before, and now it's covered in them. Those are the featherweed grasses. I had to make sure that was the right hydrangea, Quickfire Fab. And so I bought these labels last year, and they're really hard to read now, so I have to think of something different, I think. That is a purple fountain grass. There are no feather reeds on it yet. This is so pretty, this view. I cannot get over all these colors. It's one of my favorite places to look at. It's just full, and there's so many different things to look at, which I like. I love the cottage garden style. I did not know that until I think last year or the year before, when I realized that's the look I like. So if you go down here, you see all the so cute gomphrena. The gomphrena is just so cute, is it not? With those little round heads. And I showed on the backyard tour that they have little flowers on the purple, because the purple is like part of a leaf. It's like the leaves, I guess. This is so cute. They're just so cute, and they look so much healthier than they did last year. I'm just showing you a span of how cute everything is, isn't it? I absolutely love our garden. So I'm in the garden, and I'm going to try and step out of the garden without stepping on it. The alyssum looks so good right now. And I do like that it's all white right there, I guess. It just is so pretty. This is rose moss that just pops up now, because we bought one I don't know, a few years ago, and now it's pops up all over the place, which is fine. It's really cute when it blooms, and then it's ugly because everything is mushy looking. This is an up close of the jewels of Opar. They have little red berries on them, and they have pink flowers. It's so cute. And so this one is going to have more of a bush look to it, because it's blooming in more places than just the middle. So that's what they're all supposed to look like, hopefully. There are some snapdragons getting ready to bloom back there. This is a mum that I'm just going to let be. We cut it back last year so it would grow into a ball in the fall, and it did, but I want to try something else this year, see what it looks like. A poppy that looks like it had a hard life. Some really cute white snapdragons. Another jewel of Opar tucked in there. Some other cute color snapdragons. Those ones were all started by seed. And I just adore them. Here's the Hydrangeas. So that's what it looks like when it blooms. And it's supposed to be like a small little bush. And so they're brand new. We'll see how they do. And here's another one. It's getting ready to bloom. It's so cute. And I think I said that's a perennial, so it'll come back next year. It better come back next year, because I went and searched for those. I bought 3 of them. The bunny tails are soaking wet, so they don't look cute at all, but they are very cute. I love the color of those pink snapdragons in there. And this view with all these pretty colors. I mean, it's just adorable. It's so adorable. I love it. Right here is a proud berry, and it's super cute, and I cannot believe how much it's grown. It's full of little water droplets, so cute. And so it has these tiny, tiny pink blooms, flowers on them, and they're cute, they're sweet, but what is the real show is in the fall when they turn to pink berries. That is such a cute bush. There's another bunny tail tucked in there with the lamb's ear, and bunny tails don't look good. Here's another Hydrangeas, and there's another Jewels of Opar, and that little piece of verbena is from the when I pinched back when I just stuck it in the ground. Here's the catmint, and I cut it back from the last video, so it will grow some blooms, I think. Here's the verbena. The verbena is getting so tall, and it's so wispy and whimsical and just so cute. Along with all of the colors back there, those pink zinnias and the pink snapdragons and the feverfew. And this banana cream daisy is the most cute. It's so cute. I need more of those because I love the growth habit, and they have been blooming forever too. So a couple more little patches of that. I don't think I can get any anymore, but I'll be on the lookout for next year. Here's some alyssum that's growing okay, and those are butterfly kisses echinacea, and some of them are spent and some of them are growing, and they're just really cute. I love that. Here's the spirea. Has some blooms, but it looks like it's pretty much spent. That verbena is also a pinched top that I stuck in the ground and is growing. Another view of the pathway down here. The creeping thyme is looking great. Everything is so cute looking. I'm going to show you this side first, this side of the sidewalk. So these are Shasta, I don't know if those are Shasta Daisies because that just popped up all by itself. Verbena, and the verbena just is not, I mean, you just can't get, it's just, you have to see it in person to see how cute it is. It's just so cute. The pink celosia down there is, it would have been cute up in front. I didn't know. I thought it was going to get taller. Should have paid more attention to that. The feverfew also is too far apart away from each other. The gladiolas was supposed to be in the middle, and I only got 3 little gladiolas. There's a bobo hydrangea way back there, and it has buds on it, so that's cute. There's the millet. The millet is, I like that. It is so cute. I should have got a picture right before it started doing that seed thing that it does, or whatever it's doing. It was like purple, super cute. Feverfew and yellow, and there's a purple fountain grass behind that feverfew. Some dusty miller, some marigolds. The yarrow is a really pretty pink color. There's lots of volunteer coreopsis coming up, and it's really cute, so I just let it go. Here it is, the yellow, and I wouldn't think that I would like it, but it's just cute how it grows. It's also like a whimsical type looking thing. The thyme has flowered, and it's probably could be cut back. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. The coreopsis and the gladiolas in the background, the feverfew. This spot is really bare, and it does bug me, but it's okay. I'm just gonna let it be. The white marigolds, they kind of need to be cut back. Those are Sunday gold celosias I tucked in there, and there's a poppy back there, and then there's 3 stems of sedum that Matt stuck in the ground to cover up the bottom of the phlox for next year because it's ugly. The phlox is blooming. It's just started blooming, so there's like a couple flowers on there, but that phlox smells so good. I don't know what kind it is. It's from my neighbor. I have no idea what the type is. Here's some Erigeum, the blue hobbit. So that's really cute, and I think it gets taller, but this is its first year that I put it in here, so I hope it gets taller. It's blue, look how cute, and then it's like a blue-green, and then it turns blue. So I hope those do get, I'm going to have to check the tag, because I want them to get a little bit taller. There's another sedum that he's stuck in the ground, that will be a little bush. There's marigolds, and so I'm going to cross over here to the other side of the sidewalk. This is nasturtium, and that is actually growing really well right there. This is Queen of the Prairie, and this is from my neighbor too. Look at the bees. The bees love the Queen of the Prairie. It's like cotton candy for them. It looks like cotton candy. The pink ones are my favorite, of course. It's just so cute. Even when it's not in bloom, it's so cute. And then when it's past, it's still cute. So it's cute the whole time. Another pink one. We only have a few pink ones. We have mostly white, but it's really cute. The bees are loving that. Coreopsis right here, creeping thyme. The rocks, Matt wants it to like kind of just cover the rocks. That rain comes down from the roof right there really hard, so that's why we have rocks right there. Our hollyhock, it'll bloom next year. There's a foxglove back there. Zinnias popping through the Cosmo. Purple fountain grass. I don't see any feather reeds on that yet. It's kind of cute though. That's a volunteer alyssum. I don't know where that came from. Petunia is just going crazy. It's growing through the foxgloves here, and there is a foxglove ready to, it's has buds, so we'll see how tall that gets. My clematis, I don't know how to grow clematis. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna let it be. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Cosmos, and another incredible blush hydrangea. I have one here and one on the other side of this spot. The other one is ginormous. Look at this coreopsis. It has so many blooms on it, and it's so cute. I just love it. Back there are zinnias. I'm not sure which ones they are, but look at the color. The color, the ruffles, everything about it is so pretty. That part of the garden is packed full of stuff, but I like it. This is a basil, and that basil is in the ground. I grew in the ground. It's right in the ground, and it's growing really well. And there's a pot of marigolds and petunias and parsley, and the marigolds look like maybe they're kind of having a hard time. There's zinnias here, and tucked way down in here is a cactus. I might need to pull it out a little bit because it should have sun, be hot, hot, hot. So these zinnias are tiny. I wish they were huge, but they're not. They're just little, and that's okay. Another basil that's right in the ground. There's sage on there under that petunia. The petunia is taking over this fountain grass, but the fountain grass is getting tall. This is my favorite dahlia, started from seed, so this is in a pot, and I started this by seed, so we didn't know what it was going to be, and it's these really pretty pink dahlias. Look how cute they are tucked into that hydrangea. Look at the color of that hydrangea. Is that not gorgeous? That's the blush, the incredible blush. And this is humongous. This is our biggest blush one. The heads are huge. It's just so cute. Look at that. Pink, 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 pink. I love pink. And so it's right next to this rose, which might have been a bad idea to plant so close together. So the rose smells really good, and this is the reminiscent rose. It's a very pretty color. The problem with it is that look at all those petals down there. It leaves a huge mess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, if I should cut them. What about the rose hips? Because I like rose hips. So I don't know. Here's a fresh one. So pretty. Love the hydrangea. There's some sunflowers back there, volunteer sunflowers, peony and foxglove. That basil's in a pot, so it's having a rough life. Here are the serendipity alliums, and there's so many buds, and they will get bigger than that. They just have buds on them right now. This purple fountain grass has had a hard life with all the rain, but it has little feathers on it. Another dahlia. I don't really like it that well, but it's okay. There's lots of buds on there. That one was started by seed. Some yarrow. And this is the knockout. I think it's peach knockout, but it looks, well, I don't know. That's cute. 2 more foxgloves back there. This is a cherry, sand cherry, that we love. And this is the first little part of the garden that started it all. Our petunias and vines, and the vines grow all over and have ever since we moved here, and I want to pull them off because they're going to start taking over my cute things in this front little garden. So this has some work to do. It's looking kind of junky. This is not, it's called I can't remember. I just showed you, but I didn't. It's just tiny. I don't know what it's doing. Some petunias, geraniums. These are drumstick alliums, and so I like them, but they just, I don't know, it needs more stuff growing next to them, and probably more of those. They're just so cute. I want this part to be fuller. There's a delphinium getting ready to bloom. I can't wait to see it. And there's a delphinium right there in that little cage, and it's spent, but it's getting taken over by those vines. They need to be ripped out. So here's another little hydrangea. I can't remember what it's called. I even looked at the tag and I don't remember. So that was new last year, and I can't wait for it to fill up this little corner. Some moonlight. And lastly, I wanted to show you the window box. The verbena is so tall and pretty. The petunias are so bright. The only thing is I think the marigolds don't like it very much in here, especially the foliage on them. There's lots of spent blooms on there, so I don't know if I'd put the marigolds in there again. But the verbena, definitely, and petunias for sure. And this is a really cute view too. I like it. There's alyssum in there. It doesn't look too hot though. Despite where I'm standing right now, which is in the backyard, I took our front yard tour, and the intro is from last night, so it's a little funny that I'm dressed completely different now and it's a different day. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and the backyard will be coming shortly. Thank you.